Hi everyone. I'm just doing a video because I've been working on this project for a while. I have other videos that I started, some older versions. Um, Maybe I could just go. I have an older version here that I started up. Uh, it's Bitcoin. Um, it's sigmoid. Okay, so the graph here, let's say chart number 4, we'll look at that one. And if we go take a look at a newer version, um, chart number 4, this is leaky-relu, okay? And some extra layers are added to the brain. So it reacts totally different, but it gives me a better output for my secondary brain layer here that I've been working on. And it's starting to appear more, have more stability to the results, which is good. And because it's to try to target a fair price, okay? And if we can trust that fair price, so that when we have depressions in the price, we can take advantage of those depressions. Could be for anything. It could be your own token. You can burn or mint tokens according to what happens to Bitcoin, or what happens to Ether, or what happens to a general population of tokens, because you can sort of, I could create a brain for every asset. It's like it targets the asset with its own value. So it doesn't mix. Like if I look for Ether, if I use the Ether to analyze, it's going to use Ether data to output targets. So it's, if I'm explaining myself right here, but I don't think so. But yeah, I wanted to show this project, and we can just start it off. I could put like data in here. It's default 500. It's for a, here, default 500. Let's put like, I don't know, 100. It's just for a view. This part now, there's 100 pieces in here. And let's see if I put like 50 and just insert there. Does it work? Maybe it doesn't work. How about if I refresh, see if it, maybe I played around with the code a lot, so no, it's 500 pieces. Yeah, I played around with the code. Maybe I'm going to clean that up. But anyways, you start the minute and you can insert the data. And it still takes a little 2 minutes here for all my data to come into a one box kind of thing and accumulate data. And yeah, this one is an older version and it still works, and you can access this data. I'll try to make a better button here, over here. And then you can show all projects, and it's over here. And this is the sigmoid formula. And this one here is really leaky. I'm going to say it right. Leaky-relu. There we go. I had to read that. So, over and still here. There we go. And this one here is my newer version, and the bottom chart works pretty good. So yeah. So for those who are interested, even if you guys want the code solution, no problem. Just let me know in my Discord. It's not a problem. I know it's pretty not the best coder here, and but I do try to somewhat stay organized and leave messages in the code. Like we're starting the beginning of the brain here. It goes all whoop, and then that's the output over here. And when you change your assets, I have this function here, global norm value. So Bitcoin, 5 zeros, right? So 50,000 becomes 0.5. And if it was Ether, I have a little explanation. It would be 0.01 because you only have 4 digits, like 3,000 or 4,000. My averages, I'm still working on, so you can change all that up there at the same area, but here you would have to do the same thing. You reduce a 0 here for Ether, and you got to take 2 zeros out of this one. It's the math, because there's a lot of zeros there. But if you don't, you'll know, because when you multiply this, it goes towards the under the 0, and when you divide like this, it goes back over the 0. So yeah, so if you don't have enough, if you have too many zeros, you'll end up having like Ether at like 350,000 instead of 3,500. All right, yeah, technical stuff. Just for those who are interested, yeah. And I have another. That's the secondary brain. The last chart. This is where where it's built. So again, 4 brains for 4 lines. But 4 lines, right? Well, it's 8 lines because there's 4 brains and there's 2 outputs in this brain. Okay, so that's how I got input, output, and then it runs this without this. But I ask it right here, these 2 here, CP and element 4. CP and element 4 as in the output. And I just put it in that block, and so I can access it, put to the chart. And yeah, tra-la-la. There we go. And yeah, okay, folks. I just wanted to make sure, let people know that I'm still alive, and just hopping along, and yeah. So it's targeting my price, which is good. And yeah. So in a sense, this is good for 1 minute, but if it's stabilized in 1 minute, then I could just easily change that value up here, right here. 5 minutes, but it takes long. 5 minutes is 5 minutes. You got to wait 5 minutes per cycles. But you can do that, and it's much more stronger this way. So if you have this code solution, you can play around with any assets you want and stuff like that. It's yarn start, yarn install, or just yarn it and yarn start. And it's as simple as that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. This time it's a go. 9 minutes, 30 seconds, under 10 minutes. It's just perfect. Ciao, everybody. I'm still alive. I'm still working on it, and I'm enjoying myself. So for those who are interested, let me know in the Discord, and see you guys on the flip side.